Most people think life is a choice between being a boring, risk-averse office worker or a reckless gambler. But there is a third way, a way to have the absolute security of a fortress while still catching the wave of 1,000% return. It is called the barbell strategy. It is the secret weapon of the world's most successful anti-fragile thinkers. Today, I am going to show you how to take massive, life-changing risks without ever, and I mean ever, going broke. Welcome back to Miles to Million. Let's get into it. Most financial advisors will tell you to be moderate. They will tell you to put your money into a balanced portfolio, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, nice, safe, middle of the road stuff. But here is the cold, hard truth. The middle is where you get crushed. Think about it. If you are in the middle, you are exposed to the downsides of the market, but you do not have enough skin in the game to catch the truly explosive gains. You are like a pedestrian standing in the center of the highway. You are not safe on the sidewalk, and you are not fast enough to be a car. You just get hit. The barbell strategy, popularized by Nassim Nicholas Taleb, rejects the middle entirely. Instead of being medium everything, you become an extremist in two opposite directions. Imagine a barbell. On one side, you have heavy weights. On the other side, heavy weights. In the middle, nothing. Just a thin bar connecting them. That is how we are going to structure your life, your career, and your bank account. Let's talk about the first side of the barbell. This is your survival side. Roughly 90% of your resources, whether that is your money, your time, or your energy, should be placed in things that are so safe, they are almost boring. I am talking about cash, short-term treasury bonds, or a rock-solid, high-demand skill set that ensures you can always put food on the table. Why 90%? Because the first rule of making a million is survival. You cannot win the game if you are forced to exit because you ran out of money during a market crash or a job loss. I see so many guys investing their last $5,000 into a speculative tech stock. That is not investing. That is a prayer. If that stock drops 50%, they are panicked. They are making emotional decisions because they do not have a floor. When 90% of your wealth is protected against black swan events, those crazy, unpredictable disasters, you gain something more valuable than money: peace of mind. You become hyper-conservative. You are the guy who does not care if the stock market closes for 5 years because your foundation is unbreakable. This 90% is your insurance policy against the world's chaos. It is your FU money in its purest form. It allows you to say no to bad deals, no to toxic bosses, and no to desperate moves. This side of the barbell is not about growth. It is about the preservation of your ability to play the game tomorrow. Without this foundation, the second side of the barbell is just a death trap. Now, here's where it gets interesting. If you only stayed on the 90% side, you would be safe, but you would never get rich. You would just slowly lose purchasing power to inflation. So, we look at the other side of the barbell, the remaining 10%. This is your speculative side. This is where you take maximum risk. I am talking about the kind of risks where you could lose that entire 10%, and it would not change your lifestyle one bit. But, and this is the but that makes millionaires, if those risks pay off, they pay off 100 times, 1,000 times, or even more. In the barbell strategy, you do not buy moderately risky stocks. You look for asymmetric upside. Think about a venture capitalist. They know 9 out of 10 startups will fail. That is the 10% side of their barbell. They expect the loss. They don't just tolerate it, they budget for it. But that one startup that succeeds, it becomes the next Uber or Airbnb and pays for the failures 1,000 times over. On this side of the barbell, you are looking for positive black swans. You are buying a little bit of crypto, starting a side hustle with low overhead but high scale, or investing in deep tech startups. You are a hyper-aggressive predator here. Because your 90% is safe, you have the balls of steel required to hold on to a speculative asset when everyone else is panic selling. You do not need that money for rent. You are playing for the jackpot. This brings us to a crucial concept: the error of the average. Most people aim for the average return, but the average is a myth in a world driven by extremes. In the barbell strategy, we accept that we cannot predict the future. We don't try to guess which stock will go up 5% next month. Instead, we prepare for the extreme. We prepare for the market to crash to zero on one side and for a revolutionary technology to explode 10,000% on the other. By avoiding the middle, you stop being a victim of mediocrity. You are either perfectly safe or perfectly positioned for a miracle. The reason I love this strategy so much is that it fixes your brain. Humans are wired to hate losing more than we love winning. It is called loss aversion. When you are all in on a risky bet, your brain is in a constant state of fight or flight. You cannot think clearly. You make mistakes. You sell at the bottom and buy at the top. But when you adopt the barbell, you become anti-fragile. Anti-fragility is a concept that means you actually benefit from disorder. If the world gets crazy, your 90% keeps you alive while everyone else is drowning. And because you have your 10% in high volatility moonshots, the crazier the world gets, the more likely one of your lottery tickets is to hit the jackpot. You stop fearing the black swan. You start waiting for it. Let's look at this through the lens of history. Look at the most successful companies. Amazon is a barbell. Their retail business and AWS cloud services are the solid foundation that produces consistent cash flow. That is their 90%. But Jeff Bezos spent years taking 10% bets on Kindle, Alexa, Fire Phone, and Blue Origin. The Fire Phone was a total disaster. It lost hundreds of millions, but did it break Amazon? No, because it was just a small weight on the aggressive side of their barbell. Meanwhile, AWS started as a small experiment and became the most profitable part of the company. That is the power of the barbell in action at a corporate scale. Let's apply this to your career. The middle trap in a career is the guy who has a semi-stable job at a medium-sized company that might lay him off in 6 months. He is stressed, he is working 50 hours a week, and he has no time to build anything for himself. He has all the risk of an entrepreneur with none of the upside. A barbell career looks different. Side A. You have a very stable, perhaps even boring 9-to-5 job. It is low stress, it pays the bills, and it is secure. Think government work, accounting, or a specialized trade. It is your 90%. Side B, in your evenings and weekends, you are working on something with massive upside. You are writing a book, building a YouTube channel, or coding an app. You are not quitting your job to follow your dream like a fool. You are keeping the job so you have the freedom to dream without the pressure of starving. If the app fails, no big deal. You still have your salary, but if the app takes off, you do not just get a 5% raise. You get a life-changing exit. That is how you take huge risks without going broke. Think about the psychological advantage this gives you. When you are building your side hustle, you aren't doing it out of desperation. You aren't cutting corners to make a quick buck because you need to pay the electric bill. You can afford to be excellent. You can afford to build something that actually matters. This freedom to fail is the secret ingredient to true innovation. Most people fail because they can't afford to fail. In the barbell strategy, failure is part of the plan. It's a line item in your budget. To make this work, you need to understand the concept of optionality. Optionality is the right but not the obligation to take an action. When you have a solid 90% base, you have the option to wait for the perfect opportunity. You don't have to swing at every pitch. You can wait for the one that is right in your sweet spot. Most people are forced to swing at bad pitches because they are desperate. They take bad jobs, they make bad investments, and they enter bad partnerships because their foundation is weak. They are fragile. The barbell gives you the power of no, and no is the most powerful word in the world of wealth creation. We also need to talk about the Lindy effect. This is the idea that the longer something has survived, the longer it is likely to survive. When you are choosing your 90% foundation, look for Lindy assets. Gold, land, cash, and foundational skills like communication and logic. These are things that won't disappear tomorrow. On the 10% side, you look for the exact opposite, the new, the disruptive, the unproven. You are betting against the status quo with a small amount of capital that has an infinite ceiling. Let's get practical. How do you start your barbell today? Step 1. Build the floor. Do not buy a single risky asset until you have 6 to 12 months of cash in a high-yield savings account. I know it sounds boring. I know you want to buy the latest AI coin, but without a floor, you are just a gambler. Your 90% starts here. This is your fortress. Step 2. Eliminate the middle risk. This is the hardest part for most people. Look at your portfolio. Look at your life. Are you holding things that are kind of risky? Maybe a mid-cap stock that has been flat for 3 years, or a job that pays well but offers no equity and takes up 70 hours a week. These are middle traps. They give you the illusion of safety while draining your potential. Cut them. Step 3, allocate the 10%. Take a small portion of your monthly income, money you are literally willing to set on fire, and put it into asymmetric bets. This could be learning a high-value skill like artificial intelligence prompting, investing in a small cap crypto, or even just buying books and courses that could give you a massive mental edge. It could be spending 5 hours a week building a digital product. The key is that the downside is capped at your time or a small amount of money, but the upside is uncapped. Step 4. Stay patient. The 90% side is a marathon. It is about consistency and discipline. The 10% side is a hunt. You are looking for a rare beast. You might miss 9 times out of 10. You might feel like you are wasting your time. But in the barbell strategy, you only have to be right once to change your family's future forever. One successful venture, one explosive investment, one viral project, that is all it takes when you are positioned correctly. The world is getting more volatile, not less. The middle is disappearing. The middle class is being squeezed, and middle-of-the-road strategies are being eaten alive by inflation and disruption. You can either be a victim of that volatility, or you can use a barbell to harness it. Don't be moderate. Be safe where it matters, and be wild where it counts. Don't be the guy who is stressed about everything. Be the guy who is relaxed about 90% and excited about 10%. If you found value in this breakdown of the barbell strategy, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Miles to go, millions to make. Let's finish the journey together.